Partners, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whenever you happen to be catching me live. I am Nativa, the Frugal Creditista, and this is Credit Makes Sense, where we make sense of your most burning credit and money questions. And I'm happy to be sharing another great one with you guys. This was actually submitted from one of my members in my free Credit Makes Sense community, where we chatted up about credit, home ownership, money management, and all of that good stuff. I left the link above. If you're on Facebook, you can definitely rock out with us. For those of you who are not familiar with me, again, I'm Nativa, the Frugal Creditista. I own M&H Financial Services, where we help women and couples over 30 to create custom credit solutions to help them crush their financial goals. We focus on 3 main areas: mastering your money, destroying your debt, soaring your credit scores. And from there, it's all about leveraging and crushing your financial goals. I also run the amazing Credit Makes Sense community that I spoke earlier about, in addition to the epic Credit on Fire Academy, where we 10x the credit repair discussions, the credit building discussions, the credit restoration discussions, the money mastering discussions, the debt destroying discussions, home ownership, purchasing your first investment property, entrepreneurship, and more. We are a super dope wealth creating community. And if you're looking to be a part of our movement, I left the link for you as well in the description for you too down there. In the description. So let me get to our question today. I also left the email on how you can send your questions to us to present on this live. You can also attach documents. Make sure you scratch out your information that you want me to show, because I will share your documents unless you specifically say, do not share this. If I can't answer the question without sharing it so that our viewers can understand what's going on, then you will not be on a live. I can't answer. You're gonna have to schedule a personal consultation, which does require a nominal investments. Otherwise, scratch it out and I'll show it, go over it with you, and help you make sense of some things. So today is a question from Miss Barbara from our Credit Makes Sense community. She says that she is, actually, let me just read it, because if I paraphrase it, I always forget something. So her question is $15,000 worth of debt worth filing for bankruptcy? Obviously, when she posted this, a lot of people were like, no, that's not enough, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, we don't know the surrounding parameters on that question. How much income do you bring in? What type of debt is it? That's super important. Someone who makes $50,000 and has $15,000 worth of debt, it's like, girl, stop. If you make like $20,000 and you have $15,000 worth of debt, then that is like financial distraughtness, if that's a word. So that's some dire financial straits right there. So you may have a completely different answer. And so, Barbara, I would state to definitely do your budget and see if you can pay everything off within 3 years. My thing is, if you can pay it off in 3 years, there's no sense even filing. And if you make a decent amount of money, they're going to make you file Chapter 13 anyway and not Chapter 7. Most people who file Chapter 7 bankruptcy, or just bankruptcy period, it's usually because of medical debt, it's because of a divorce, or a significant loss of income due to whatever reasons, death of a loved one, unemployment, etc. And those are some pretty viable reasons to file. We actually filed, with me personally, because of medical debt. So I was one of those people who tried to hang on because everyone told me not to file. But at the end of the day, I'm like, look, I need my fresh start, because this is not, no, I was bankrupt, still trying to pay off some things. So I would say do your budget and see if you can, be strict for a few years and pay this information off, the debts off. Then I would look at what type of debts you actually have. If your debts are student loans, don't even bother. Nothing's going away if they're federal, okay? And part of it aren't really dischargeable in bankruptcy either. So that's one thing. Number two, if you have IRS debt or even state tax agency debt, it'll be discharged in a chapter. The state ones are usually, you have to check your state, discharged with a Chapter 13 after you've gone through the repayment plan. But the IRS, nah. So if you're dealing with that type of stuff, then no. But if you're dealing with credit card debt, medical debts, maybe a repo who's now trying to sue you for the balance left over after they sold it, that may be something that you want to consider. I actually wrote an article on it and did a live. And in Credit on Fire, we have a great live from a bankruptcy attorney, from a paralegal she's one of our admins in our community, and she is so dope and super instrumental in helping our clients with everything from answering their judgments and if they should file for bankruptcy, how to pick the right bankruptcy attorney. And then I also go over my own experiences and what helped me make my decision and all of that good stuff. So it's a really great series of live lessons to see if this decision is for you. Otherwise, like I said, and all the time, Credit Makes Sense is only $25 a month. But if you're in like dire straits and $25 is like, whoa, then I'm going to leave the free link for you. If you want a copy of the live lesson that I did for another community, let me know. I'll definitely share it out to you with no problem. Just zip me an email at that social@mnhfinancialservices.com. Again, social@mnhfinancialservices.com. I'll leave a link to the live that I did. No, not the live. The article that I wrote, I was like, what doesn't that sound right? On the 6 things to consider when you are thinking about filing for bankruptcy. Follow it. I have an opt-in that goes to, actually, yeah, you know what I'll do? Don't even worry about emailing me about the video. If you opt in for the credit repair checklist, bankruptcy checklist that I did, I'm actually going to also include the video so you don't have to wait for it, and some additional information as well, depending on what type of debt you plan on filing. So don't email me. Opt in for the checklist, and then it'll have the videos and a series of other information of things to consider, and that includes everyone else as well. If you're looking for this information, it's always a personal decision. When I did bankruptcy counseling, when I worked in a nonprofit, I would really just let the numbers make your decision. And even then, people would still choose not to file or to file. So, in some cases, they got to the bankruptcy attorney and they were like, really, you make enough money. I can throw you in a Chapter 13. And, it was unnecessary because they could have created their own repayment plan or strategy and knocked it out of the park. And then others, they were like, you should have been filed bankruptcy. Like, you are past the point. Like, you could have saved yourself some money, some time, some stress, some, sleepless nights. You could have saved yourself all of that if you would have did it a little sooner. But it is a personal decision. It's a stressful decision. And there's a lot of emotions that come with it of self-worth and all of that good stuff. So I understand you reaching out. I applaud you for your bravery. And post it in our community, because people can be so judgmental. And I applaud all of my partners in the Credit Makes Sense community as well for allowing her to post freely without judgment. That's what I love about my partners. So you guys are so super awesome for that. So I left all the links and the questions, and I do see I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it says that, no, I wouldn't file, do the debt snowball method. That's only if she has money to do the debt snowball method. Some people don't. We don't know her income situation. Okay, I see a comment about a repo and filing bankruptcy. You know what? I always like to look at what do you owe that's open and positive, and then we move on to like collections and charge-offs and repos and all of that good stuff. Who's trying to sue you now actively? Like, those type of questions really come into play, and everyone's situation is different. I no longer do if you should file consultations. That's something that you should consult a consumer credit counselor or a bankruptcy attorney. I left you tips in the link that I'm going to post that I'm going to post in the description, so that you have all of that. You're going to have the checklist, you're going to have the video, you're going to have all of that good information to really make a solid decision on if this is for you. So as always, thank you for submitting your questions. I just love financially empowering my partners. If you're wondering, what's a partner? That's you. You rocking out with me. You're my partner. If you're on Facebook, definitely join the Facebook community. If you're on YouTube, hey, and you're not on Facebook, no worries at all. I answer the YouTube questions, Instagram questions, Facebook questions, all the same, because I love financially empowering others, and I love that you're excited about getting to the next level in your finances. So if you ever need any personal assistance, all my links on how to reach me are in the description. I'll usually add them afterwards if they're not. And thanks so much for rocking out with me. To submit questions, simply send them to social@mnhfinancialservices.com. Social, SOCIAL, @mnhfinancialservices.com. Getting some speaker requests. I love it. Simply email bookings@mnhfinancialservices.com. Bookings@mnhfinancialservices.com. Thank you much. Chat with you soon.